do you feel like, having been in Chilisos, and I do, and forgive me if my observation is wrong on this lah, but I do see Chilisos as a way to make news more relatable and more breaking it down so it's easily consumable lah, right? And
that's pretty much it.
Right. So in the sense that, which also means that you will have, I would assume, you will have engagement from a wider audience lah, as opposed to people who think they're sophisticated enough to understand the subject matter. You're kind of breaking it down for the masses, right? So I also see kind of the masses, I suppose. I don't know how you look at it. So I also would assume that your feedback loop is also maybe a bit wider than most lah, right? How do you handle comments, social media comments, and all this, especially the I imagine it's like hateful stuff also like coming on the comments and all that. How do you all manage as a rule?
I think so basically your description of the site I think is spot on. The only other thing that I would contribute is that we also try and push new ideas that have not been fully explored to people.
Okay.
So sometimes when people miss a particular angle of news they heard already, so it's something that you heard already but you didn't understand it fully, so then we'll try and reveal that, to reveal new viewpoints.
Okay.
So with regards to criticism, and you're going to be on social media, you're going to get some criticism, right? And
right.
I feel that the mistake that a lot of people make is that they apologize too easily. The minute you apologize, you're saying that what you did was wrong. And often that's not the case, I think a lot of brands out there, like they publish something even mildly kind of controversial and two people find it offensive. I mean, social media is big enough that no matter what you publish, somebody is going to find it offensive.
Yeah.
And because of those two people that find it offensive, then you apologize. Then suddenly what you did becomes wrong to the other 98% of people out there. So it's that kind of cancel culture that's going on right now as well. It sucks.
A friend of mine asked me earlier on when I started this podcast, like, how are you going to manage haters lah? Because if you're doing anything, if you get any kind of traction, you're going to have haters lah. That's just the reality, right? Yeah. And my reply to him, which I don't think was a satisfactory reply. My reply was why must I engage? And I know I sound very stupid for saying it lah, but I don't feel there's an obligation for me to engage with someone if they are being hateful. Why must I engage? In the sense that why am I obligated to engage with anything? And I don't know whether that's the right way to do it or that's a fair way to do it, but I don't feel that obligation that, hey man, just because you post up a video, somebody comments something, that you have to respond and engage with this person. I don't feel that obligation. But then again, I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know whether it's the right move or the wrong move, right? How do you see something like that, right?
I would partially agree with you. I think there's a category of haters called lost causes, and we would not engage with them. Okay. Or we would try to, highlight in as polite or neutral a way what are the faults in their arguments. I mean, okay, sorry. First of all, let me say, if we make a mistake, we'll apologize for it. No issues, right? If we agree that, we screwed up, we'll apologize for it, which we have done before.
Okay.
But sometimes, you're going to get people that just complain about everything, right? So we'll try. We'll say, the article had this in here, or, and then hopefully you can build up a fan base of people who actually support what you do. In our case, actually, I really love our fans. They don't just protect you, but they protect you constructively. They don't just say, hey, what the hell's wrong with you, man? What did you remember? I said, hey, bro, just read the article. This part got this. So they actually engage in a polite way. So hopefully some of these people can actually reflect. I think that's one thing that I constantly try to do on social media in my personal engagements is that I always reflect, is it just my viewpoint? Does everyone share the same viewpoint? Are there contrary viewpoints that I might not be exposed to that, and try to improve myself along the way. I mean, I'm 41, right? Like, you could say, oh, you're 41, you've done all this already, so just go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. But I think we should all, keep growing. So keep learning new perspectives.
Your viewpoint is is very poignant in the sense that, it has taken a while, but even I realized that as smart as I think I am, everybody in the world thinks they are so smart and they are right. I mean, nobody deliberately does something that they believe is wrong, right? So even the
You
biggest...
just have to look at our parents.
and so
Clear.
So in that sense, right? In the sense that if we are all right, and I know it's if we are all, or we all believe we are right, then who is wrong in that sense, right? And who's going to admit wrong? Who is going to kind of be willing to do any type of compromise, right? So I think my earlier observation, or my earlier stand of why do I have to engage stems from that in the sense that, if you think you're right, you think you're right. If I think I'm right, I'm right. There is just no point in us arguing over this. I am not championing any type of cause, right? I mean, if I'm trying to champion something and I'm trying to win over people, blah, 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 maybe I feel the obligation to go out there and evangelize them an idea and whatnot. But if I'm not really bothered about that, then why do I have to? Because if you don't bother to listen to me, then why should I bother to listen to you? It's a very weird...
But that kind of drives you further apart, So, like, I think that
I see that.
maybe it's the threshold at which you would consider somebody a lost cause.
Yeah.